Part 43. Fantasy, I Robbed Millions of Saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 425. Chapter 425, The Hall of Enlightenment. Qin Changshen's next goal is the Hall of Enlightenment. The sacred monuments in this Hall of Enlightenment are definitely good things, and they may also be found in the human divine domain. There should be one in Yushan divine realm, but it should be in Tianweishan, and you may need a certain amount of merit points to enter it. Qin Changshen had a clearer understanding of the location of other geniuses and the location of the Temple of Enlightenment in the memory of this genius of the demon clan. In the Temple of Enlightenment, Qin Changshen transformed into the appearance of the genius of the demon clan. It is difficult for a strong person in the divine realm to notice the difference without paying attention, not to mention that there are no demon gods in the demon court now. Qin Changshen came to the entrance of the Temple of Enlightenment, but heard a voice, "Qi, why are you here?" According to Qi's memory, this Qi can be said to be a very unruly person, except for the demon god. If you show a little respect, others won't take it seriously at all. Even the 9th grade demon emperor Xiezhen demon emperor who manages this enlightenment temple, Qiu, doesn't even look at him. "I'm here to gain enlightenment, let me in." This enlightenment temple has geniuses who often come in and out, and the enlightenment temple is also relatively important, so it is guarded. The demon god treasure house has a supreme formation, and only Long Shidao can enter it, or bring people in. So the demon god treasure house Qin Changshen could easily succeed if no one was watching. Xiezhen felt the battle in the starry sky. Although it was relatively far away, she could still feel the lingering power, like the wrath of the sky. Lord Demon God is still fighting now, this temple of enlightenment. What's wrong with still fighting? Are you still afraid that I will steal the sacred monument inside? Open the door and let me in. Qin Changshen pretended to be very similar. He was unruly and did not pay attention to anyone at all. Xiezhen also felt that there should be no problem, and finally chose to open the formation from the inside. Qin Changshen entered the Temple of Enlightenment. There are 33 temples in the Temple of Enlightenment. There are 33 rooms in a divine monument, and each room corresponds to a divine monument and a kind of Taoism. After Qin Changshen entered the Temple of Enlightenment, he was extremely angry. "I don't know what is good and what is evil, how dare you stop me?" Qin Changshen took action boldly. Xiezhen must have been wary, but Xiezhen just felt that Qiu was planning to punish him with a small punishment. As a 9th grade demon emperor, Xiezhen still has a certain strength and a certain degree of pride. "Qiu, do you really think that just because you are a genius, you can do whatever you want?" Qiu showed a smile. "I'm sorry, as a genius, you can do whatever you want." Xiezhen didn't react at all. Qin Changshen had already taken action. The Great Universe Technique. Space peeling. Qin Changshen isolated the nearby space, including the demon emperor Xiezhen, to prevent Xiezhen from doing anything to ruin his plan. However, Xiezhen is a 9th grade demon emperor after all, and his strength is extraordinary. However, Qin Changshen suddenly took action. How could it be possible with just this method? At the same time, there were two strongest offensive methods. The Great Five Elements Technique, Great Universe Time Technique. Xiezhen reacted and prepared to resist, but this palm contained the power of the five elements, as if it transcended time and space. Xiezhen clearly saw and felt it. Qin Changshen took action, and he also showed his power. He resisted, but this palm still fell on him, not now, but a little time in the past. The way of time. Qin Changshen's Great Universe Time Technique is in the realm of a true authentic saint. He already has an ability similar to the Flash Time Technique, which is to attack across time, allowing the attack to arrive in advance. This five-element palm is wrapped with the power of the five elements. With his strength, he suppressed Scorpion Zhen and quickly wiped out the power of Scorpion Zhen Demon Emperor. Qin Changsheng also followed up with the Fourth Supreme Avenue. It was like a series of combos, so close and flawless that he didn't give the opponent a chance at all. Great Reincarnation Technique. Infinite Reincarnation, Annihilation of the Soul. In the reincarnations again and again, the soul of the Scorpion Demon Emperor was slowly obliterated, and he experienced torture again and again. Each reincarnation is infinite torture, and in this short period within a period of time, the soul of Demon Emperor Scorpion Zhen has gone through hundreds of reincarnations. The soul of Demon Emperor Scorpion Zhen has become extremely weak, like a candle in the wind. The last time, the soul of Demon Emperor Scorpion Zhen was completely annihilated and ceased to exist. The soul of the Demon Emperor Scorpion Zhen is still not strong enough, and there is no need for unlimited reincarnations. He was completely annihilated after only 334 reincarnations. Qin Changshen's situation is still very good, but this great reincarnation technique is still very expensive. Is this the great reincarnation technique? It is worthy of being ranked as the Supreme Avenue. This is too strong. Qin Changsheng also brought the body of the Scorpion Demon Emperor into the exquisite immortal realm. The flesh of a poisonous scorpion is probably inedible, but the blood essence cannot be wasted. Qin Changsheng has eliminated the Scorpion Demon Emperor, so these 33 sacred monuments all belong to Qin Changsheng. We finally got in. If you try to break in from the outside world, you will definitely be discovered and cause unnecessary trouble. However, once you get in, everything is much simpler. These 33 rooms can be regarded as forming a circle. Qin Changsheng entered one by one. There are 33 sacred monuments and 33 kinds of Taoism. They should not belong to the 3000 Dao, but they are also very good to these demon emperors and these geniuses. It's valuable. It will definitely help the saints in Qin Changshen's exquisite fairyland even more. The first room is the way of flying. Like the way of speed, it is about increasing speed, but compared with the first speed, the great teleportation technique is still far behind. The second room, the way of fire. Room 33, the way of devouring. It can swallow all spiritual energy, spiritual power, the power of various laws, even heavenly materials and earthly treasures, and weapons directly. Qin Changsheng thought it was quite good. There were 33 sacred monuments and 33 kinds of Taoism. None of them were linked to curses as Qin Changsheng expected, but there were many that were helpful to Qin Changsheng. Qin Changsheng brought these sacred monuments to the Linglong immortal world, but when the sacred monuments left the room, they also had a great influence in the Linglong immortal world. After all, it contains a very powerful power of the great law, and it is normal for it to affect nearby areas. In this room, there is indeed the influence of the power of Tao, but it has been banned a lot, so it cannot affect the outside world with its huge power. I can also build such a room in Linglong Immortal Mansion for the saints to practice. Qin Changsheng entered the Linglong Immortal World and started taking action in the Linglong Immortal Mansion. The entire Linglong Immortal World is under control, let alone this Linglong Immortal Mansion. Rooms are formed one after another. This room is not ordinary. The stone house can be said to be a relatively excellent material. It is a material born in the Linglong Immortal Realm and is comparable to the material of the best imperial level weapons. Rooms were built one after another, and Qin Changsheng floated in the air, arranging formations. Great array of Taoism. The marks of the formation were flying, forming a word formation, and falling into the rooms below. These rooms were restricted by the laws of the formation. Qin Changsheng also put 33 sacred monuments into it. As for the original Sci-fi, the stone tablet, as well as the drop of amber containing the cursed divine blood from the cursed land, were placed in one of the rooms. In this case, let's simply expand the scope of Linglong Immortal Mansion and include the divine blood pool in Linglong Immortal Mansion. Okay. Big world technique. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 426. Chapter 426, The Nine-Colored Divine Deer of Life. Qin Changshen used the Great World technique and practiced it to the extreme to create a world, but Qin Changshen obviously could not reach this level. However, it is still possible to use the Great World technique to slowly influence and expand the Linglong Immortal Realm. Qin Changshen can also use the Big World technique to expand the area of Linglong Immortal Mansion. The Linglong Immortal Mansion expanded a lot, and the divine blood pool seemed to fly up, and finally fell into the Linglong Immortal Mansion. The scope has expanded a lot after all. The original scope of the divine blood pool was like a huge lake. Fortunately, it has little impact on the flow rate of time. It can still maintain the effect of 30 times the flow rate, allowing the saints to practice quickly. Sir, what is this? There are so many rooms. We usually have rooms to live in. This is the way of fire, the way of wood. Qin Changshen also explained, there is a sacred monument here, which contains the law of the Great Way. You can enter it to understand the law of the Great Way. However, it is best to enter the realm of Emperor Wu before entering to understand the power of the law of the Great Way. Butterfly Girl is not interested at all. There is nothing that interests her. After all, she has learned some supreme avenues that others may not be able to learn even after many years. As for these witches, they are still more interested. They need demonic energy to practice, so they have opened up a small area for their own practice. But the progress can be said to be relatively slow. Fortunately, with a lot of demon resources, they can still improve. But the most important thing is these great laws. If they cannot be improved, their strength will increase very slowly. Mo Kinksun also asked, can we also go into practice? Qin Changshen knew what they meant, you are also my little slave girls. As long as you are obedient, of course you can go in. However, it is best to choose the Taoist law that suits you. In addition to allocating time reasonably, after all, there are more people than rooms, and some people may understand the same great law. Qin Changshen looked at Xianyeo, and Xianyeo immediately knew what Qin Changshen meant. I will arrange it. Everyone can enter for 1 month in a row. If the realm is higher, the time can be slightly increased accordingly. After entering once, there will be an interval of 2 or 3 months before entering the next time. Xianyeo, he continued, however, the specific situation depends on everyone's demand for the law of the Great Way, and decisions and arrangements will be made based on this. This matter will trouble you, Xianyeo. I still have things to do in the outside world. These are tokens. They are all placed on you so that they can enter separately. It won't be very troublesome for Xianyeo to manage this matter. First, count the saints who have reached the realm of the martial emperor, and then make statistics according to the laws of the Dao they need. As for why it is necessary to divide the time, only one person can enter at each time. The reason is also very simple. If there are too many people, they will affect each other and be interfered by others, which will affect the progress of understanding. The best way is to enter alone to achieve the best state of understanding. After Qin Changshen completed his instructions, he left Linglong in the fairy world. The next goal is to find the proud daughters of the demon clan. All of them must be taken into the mansion by Qin Changshen. In addition to these proud daughters of heaven, those who were kidnapped by Long Shidao from other demon realms, Qin Changshen did not intend to let go of the goddesses. However, these sons and goddesses should have been hidden by Long Shidao, and it was probably difficult to find them. Qin Changshen didn't care about so many things, and after transforming into Qi Au, he took action immediately. According to memory, Qin Changshen planned to take the proud daughter of this demon clan into his house first. Yes, there was only one proud daughter of heaven, which made Qin Changshen feel extremely regretful. It's a pity that there is only one. Although there is only one, for Qin Changshen, the harvest is definitely not small. This proud daughter of the demon clan is also a 6th-rank martial emperor. After plundering this demon girl of the 6th rank martial emperor, Qin Changsheng felt that he should be able to reach the 6th rank martial emperor. The peak of grade martial emperor may even reach the realm of grade 7 martial emperor. It was so difficult to advance from grade 5 to grade 6 before, mainly because it was necessary to improve the previous realm to perfection. Because the realm of Butterfly Girl is that of grade 6 Demon Emperor, it is still very peak. The state of Qin Changsheng is not far away from breaking through to the 7th level. Qin Changsheng's current state is also similar to the 7th level. Qin Changsheng found this proud woman of heaven, and she is practicing at the moment. Qi Au appeared in Lu Yuyu's. The territory was invaded directly, and no one dared to stop it. Lu Yuyu was very angry when she sensed Qi Au's appearance and forced her way in. Qi Au, do you really think that I am not your opponent? Qin Changsheng felt Lu Yuyu's strength and was very satisfied. According to the information detected by the system, Qin Changsheng was even more satisfied. This Lu Yuyu's body is the 9-colored divine deer of life, and the avenue she understood is very important to Qin Changsheng. It is also very helpful. The way of wood, the way of wind, and there is another one called the way of life. The way of life is extremely powerful and mysterious, but it is not the supreme way and is related to the way of life. The supreme avenue is called the Great Life and Death Technique. The Great Life and Death Technique is also very high among the supreme avenues, and should be in the top 20 levels. Life or death, the Tao contained in this is naturally extremely mysterious, and for ordinary people, for example, for Emperor Wu and God of War, the boundaries between life and death are different. For many strong men, what they pursue is eternal life and eternal immortality. If they understand the great life and death art to the extreme, they can naturally achieve it. Immortal. Lu Yuyu, that's right, just be my young master's little slave girl. Lu Yuyu feels a little weird. This Qi Au is indeed extremely arrogant and does not pay attention to other people at all. However, Lu Yuyu can feel that this Qi Au's life aura feels a little different from the original Qi Au. This aura, it seemed to be disguised. Qin Changsheng no longer gave Lu Yuyu a chance and took action directly. Lu Yuyu felt that things were not that simple. This person was really not Qi Au, but someone pretending to be him. Who are you? Qin Changsheng didn't answer at all. He still used his usual method and started fighting directly. The Great Universe Technique. The Great Formation Taoist Technique. The Great Universe Time Technique. Time and Space Binding. The 3 supreme avenues were launched directly. Lu Yuyu suddenly felt as if he was it's like being stripped away from the original time and space. This feeling is impossible to resist. This is the power of time and space. Lu Yuyu is exiled in this piece of time and space. She can't go back at all, nor can she break through it. Lu Yuyu, you have only one choice now, be my slave girl. I can help you improve your strength and understand the supreme way. Qin Changsheng has revealed his true face, and Lu Yuyu also sensed that Qin Changsheng is a human being. You are a human being, don't even think about it, I will not be your slave girl. Qin Changsheng approached Lu Yuyu and said, you should know the current situation. You have no choice. Even if you wait for your demon god to come back, you have already been taken away by me, and it is impossible for the demon god to attack the human god's domain for you. Lu Yuyu is extremely pitiful. Thinking of the future he will face after being taken away by the human race, Lu Yuyu can only see a dark side. Don't worry, you are just my little slave girl. I will provide you with resources to practice and make you stronger. If your strength can surpass mine, you can naturally leave. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I Robbed Millions of Saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 427. Chapter 427 The search for the goddess failed. Qin Changshen's words had already shaken Lu Yuyu a little. Lu Yuyu really had no choice but to agree. But this series of sad colors is really endearing. Qin Changshen took Lu Yuyu into the Linglong immortal realm, and sent a ray of consciousness to Xianyao to take care of Lu Yuyu. However, there should be a lot of resources for the demon geniuses here, and Qin Changshen planned to destroy all the remaining two geniuses. Kill until all the resources are obtained. This is plundering resources, and in fact, it is also searching for the location of the son of God and the goddess. In this demon court, there are no sons and goddesses of these demon gods. The few that are there were recently plundered by Longshidao from other demon realms. As for where these gods and goddesses are now hidden, Qin Changshen doesn't know, nor do these people. Only Longshidao knows. Qin Changshen can't turn the entire demon court upside down now, but he must search it all over. Qin Changshen casually killed the remaining two demon clan prodigies, and then naturally searched for them without any worries. After plundering Lu Yuyu, Qin Changshen has not yet broken through to the 7th grade martial emperor, but he is indeed the limit of limits and will soon be able to break through. In terms of strength, after Qin Changshen robbed Butterfly Girl, his strength has reached the level of a half-step martial god. After that, he entered the Taoist world to understand and improve. In half a year, Qin Changshen understood various supreme ways. His strength improved so much that it was definitely comparable to the strength of a first-class martial god. But now, with the Great Five Elements technique slightly improved and the Great Life and Death technique comprehended, Qin Changshen's strength has improved again. But now, it is much easier for Qin Changshen to find the Son of God and the Goddess. The Great Universe technique and the Great Life and Death technique. Qin Changshen could easily sense whether there was any living life in a large space nearby, and what the approximate strength of these creatures was. This is a different way to use these two supreme avenues, which can even go tens of thousands of miles underground. Coupled with Qin Changshen's great teleportation technique, Qin Changshen acted happily in the demon court and transformed into Qi Ayu's appearance. No one would suspect or care. Qin Changshen moved quickly. In the end, Qin Changshen had checked the entire demon court. After spending a lot of time, he still couldn't find anything. Qin Changshen couldn't even find any spatial abnormalities nearby. It is not within the scope of the demon court. It seems that Longshidao has hidden the person deeper, so it seems that he cannot be found. Qin Changshen is really planning to give up and leave. After all, Longshidao and others don't know when the battle will end and return to the demon court. It's not safe here, so we have to leave the demon court as soon as possible. Qin Changshen has already left. The demon court has some areas. Find a secret place first and rest first. The battle in the starry sky is coming to an end, because the reinforcements from the demons and evil tribes are almost here. If the battle continues, it will definitely be bad for the demon tribes. Longshidao also knew that the demons and evil tribes came to help him only for the benefits he gave. Moreover, it costs a lot to invite strong men from these two clans. Moreover, once the strong men of these two races arrive, if the demon race and the evil race change their targets, Longshidao will be the weakest one. On the current battlefield, it is obvious that there are forces from all directions. Demon Clan, Evil Clan, Demon Court, and Longshidao. There is a 7th grade demon god in the demon court, and now he can fight against the strength of 3 parties on his own. And when both the demon clan and the evil clan have improved to the level of demon court, only Longshidao cannot improve their strength and will definitely become the weakest party. The weak eat the strong, this is the eternal law followed by the demon clan. If Longshidao becomes the weakest party, there will definitely be no good end. Therefore, Longshidao cannot continue to be entangled and must end this situation. Longshidao could only stop the fight. Red Gold Demon God, stop it. I will return the sons and goddesses, but not now. Give me 3 months, and I will be able to return them and destroy the little demon court I created. The red gold demon god didn't believe it at all. Humph, 3 months, why should I believe you? Long Shideo was so panicked. Once the demons and evil tribes appeared, Long Shideo's situation would be really dangerous. I am also a demon, you can only trust me. Otherwise, don't blame me for losing everything. I am willing to give all my resources to the demons and evil tribes to protect myself, and there are many things that are attractive to the powerful gods. The red gold demon god knew what Long Shideo was thinking. There's no need to discuss, just keep waiting when the powerful demons and evil tribes arrive. Do you think they will trade with you, or kill you and plunder your treasures? Being poked in the sore spot, Long Shideo realized that he had really made a wrong decision. He really didn't expect that the demon court would pay so much attention to this matter that they sent a 7th level red gold demon god to destroy it. The soul demon god and the immortal evil god also spoke. Crazy dragon, the 3 of us are the lords of the divine realm of the evil demon territory. Are you sure you want to betray us? You have already betrayed the demon court, and now if you offend our demon clan and the evil clan, you will definitely have no way to survive. Long Shideo can be said to be in a dilemma, but he has one last solution, which is to cooperate with the demon clan in order to protect himself. Cooperate with the demon clan, or cooperate with the evil clan and the demon clan. This choice is very difficult for Long Shideo. There will be an answer soon. Chi-Jin, after the battle is over, I will destroy the demon court I created, but I want to see the demon emperor. Humph, you have no right to bargain. You have to obey the order, otherwise, you will definitely die. Long Shideo could only choose to cooperate with the Scarlet Gold Demon God. I am qualified to protect myself. As long as the Scarlet Gold Demon God helps me, if I can see the Demon Emperor. The immortal evil god and the soul-destroying demon god felt something was wrong in their hearts, but the reinforcements from the demons and evil tribes were coming soon, so they would not be in danger. However, they felt that there should be something good in Long Shideo that made them all excited. Moreover, the treasures Long Shideo promised before have not been given yet. They are not going to let Long Shideo go just like that. Long Shideo, you are not kind. Are you planning to unite with the demon court to kill us and seize the demon realm? Now that you have reached an agreement with demon court, don't hold back on the treasures you promised to give us. Give it to us quickly. Otherwise, do you really think demon court can protect you? The situation was reversed. After all, there were too many problems involved. Long Shideo originally planned to move out the demons and evil tribes and let the demon court retreat, but he never thought that the demon court did not retreat, and even dragged the demon tribe and the evil tribe into the water. If it is not solved as soon as possible, then the consequences may be really serious. The red gold demon god did not believe Long Shideo at all. Long Shideo, you are not qualified at all, so you should catch it as soon as possible. Long Shideo immediately sent a message to the Scarlet Gold Demon God. When the Scarlet Gold Demon God heard Long Shideo's message, he was suddenly shocked and knew the seriousness of the matter. There are endless treasures in ancient ruins, and Long Shideo only obtained a little. From the peripheral resources, we have obtained a lot of good things, and even this involves the ultimate secret of becoming an immortal. If this matter is true, then Long Shideo really has some bargaining qualifications. Moreover, this matter, it is true that the demons and evil clan should not be involved. The more involved, the greater the impact, and the demon clan can make less profit. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 428. That night, Qin Changsheng quietly walked to the core area of the monster clan. He always felt like there was something inexplicable drawing him closer. As it gets closer, that feeling is getting stronger and stronger. What followed was an increasingly powerful coercion and deterrence. Finally, when Qin Changsheng came to a small world, he was stunned. There is a giant here, as tall as a mountain, several thousand feet tall. No, to be precise, it's a giant corpse. This giant had black eyes and black hair, and was obviously dead. And he didn't know how many years he had been dead. Everything around him had undergone changes over the years and was in a state of desolation. But his body, not even his hair, was damaged at all. As if it were eternal. What makes Qin Changsheng feel the strangest is, why does he feel an inexplicable sense of familiarity and closeness when he sees this giant's corpse? Just when he was extremely confused, there was a sharp pain in his mind. Then, one scene after another, it played like a crazy movie. He finally knew everything, it turned out. He is actually the creator of this world. That is the giant in front of me. I don't know that hundreds of millions of years ago, I created this world and then rescued a little chaos beast from the whirlpool of the universe. This chaotic beast is the ancestor of the demon clan. But this little brother has evil thoughts in his heart and is quietly hiding beside him. After I talked about this world and created it perfectly, I made a sneak attack on myself. Unprepared, his soul sea was shattered. But as the god of creation, how could he perish so easily? The moment before the soul sea was shattered, I created this system. Then with a trace of spiritual consciousness, he rushed out of the big world and ran into a small world. That small thousand world is the world where the earth is. When a miracle happened, he successfully traveled back through time and activated the system. In the end, the fate of all forms reincarnation. He finally came back here, stretched out his hand. Qin Changsheng touched the giant's corpse. A crystal clear prismatic crystal flew out from the center of the eyebrows of the giant, that is, his own god of creation, and merged into the center of Qin Changsheng's eyebrows. In an instant, the entire big world, as well as the surrounding small worlds, all trembled. People seem to have a real feeling, the laws of heaven and earth are trembling. And in the dark side of this world, a chaotic beast as huge as a planet suddenly opened its 9 eyes. The god of creation, why did he come first again? Impossible, he has obviously been raped by my sister. Although it costs me serious injuries for billions of years. The chaos beast was in disbelief. After defeating the god of creation, he was also seriously injured by the backlash. He has been recovering here for hundreds of millions of years, but he has not been able to recover. But how could this happen, just when he didn't know why? I found that everything around me had changed. A huge figure appeared in front of him. Qin Changsheng looked at this interpretation indifferently and reached out to hold it in the air. The next moment, the chaos beast showed no resistance at all and was directly crushed into a piece of powder by his lawful palm. The book is finished.